Okay. Hi, you guys. Back at it again. Purple Pineapple. And I want to apologize about my hiatus. It's like, bruh, believe it or not, this CNA program is kicking my behind. I left off with, I believe, telling y'all about my first clinical experience with hands-on. Well, now I want to sum everything up for you. And let me tell you, that month that we was there is like I was so pissed because like we only go to class 2 days out the week. And when it got down to like 5 days, I was like, why can't we just do Monday through Friday and get it over with? But no, it's not an option because it wasn't our time. I don't know, but we got finished with that. But let me tell you the whole thing. The whole thing, I actually enjoyed it. Like, I understand you're gonna be wiping ass, wiping up poop, and all this other stuff, and putting up with combative. Okay, my apologies. But like I was saying, it's like you put up with so much at a rest home. The place that I was at is a long-term care and rehab. And but believe it or not, I was mostly on the rehab side. But when I was on the long-term care side, it's like I really enjoyed it. Like, it felt good to hear the residents say that they they enjoyed when I gave them a bath, because the permanents there, they didn't show that they cared. They say they do a pat pat here and all this and that, and that was it. It was like I actually wash my residents, of course not as rough. Ooh, I'm ashy. Y'all hear that? It's ashy. But of course not as rough. And I was so pissed. This one lady's back was the rag was so black. Like she said they never wash her back or her neck. I was like, how can somebody do that? Like, bro, do you not wash your back or your neck? Like, why? And it's like, and then it's not like she couldn't turn for you. Like, she had like a little bar that she can pull up on. And like, she can actually sit up for you a little bit and everything while you wash them parts, because she did it for us. And I'm like, bro, so hearing them residents say that they didn't want us to leave, that like they wish that we can come back and visit and all this and that. And I was like, I want to, but for me to drive all the way out there, I don't know. Special trips, definitely. But just like casually go, no. Like, I don't even have a job, so not yet. But while I was there, it's like that was mainly what we was doing. The CNAs would tell us, like, when we first started, they was like in the room with us, helping us how to do it. But once they realized that we can do it, it was like, okay, such and such on such and such hall needs to get up for the day. So when they say get up for the day, that means go in there, wash them up, and basically we couldn't move the residents on our own, so we had to wait for a CNA to come in there, and then we move them to a chair or the wheelchair, or they get the Hoyer lift and put them in a chair. Like, we wasn't allowed to operate the Hoyer lift at all. I'm kind of upset because I feel like that'll be an asset, so when I actually go into another facility that I already know how to do, use it. But they wouldn't teach us because it was a risk and everything. And let me see what else. One thing that I can't say I'm very confident in is feeding. That is one thing that I did a lot of. From the first day to the last day, we fed a lot. And but that one, I don't know, it's like I feel like they could have gave the residents a little longer to eat. Or either it was just my time, like the way it felt to me, it felt like it wasn't enough time, but it could have been an hour or two plus, but I don't know. But now we're back in the class because you got to have mock skills. Let me tell y'all, I cried. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't boo-hoo cry, but I did have tears. Like, the teacher's like, don't feel bad. Like, we have mock skills. In order to pass the class, you got to pass mock skills. And if you don't pass mock skills, they're not going to send you to states. Which I feel is dumb as shit, because, like, if I want to spend $120 and fail, that is my $120. I already spent over $180, damn near $500 to take the class. So you mean tell me I'm going to waste my money? No. But when I say kicking my behind, it was more so I was tired of going. I was only going 2 days a week, and I just wanted to get it over with. And I was like tired. Like, I was like so over. Like, I just didn't care. I was over with. But as far as like tests and stuff like that, I might put some clips in of my grades. But I was making like 80s and 90s and stuff. And I did pretty good. The classwork was a breeze. Like, I didn't even study. And if I did study, that's when I got the high grade. Most of the time, it was like a half-ass study, and I got like 80s. So it's like, it shows that I can do the work. It's just, I was over it. It was only going 2 days a week. It's like, I'm so upset that I decided to take the hybrid class. I don't know if I want to do that ever again. It was just drug out. Majority of the time, it's like nobody wants to practice. Like, she's like, you got to practice. Like, we walk in and see you're not practicing, you're gonna get some points taken off, or something like that. And don't nobody want to practice. Like, I can't practice by myself, and I can only do so many skills with the dummy, with the mannequin. I ain't gonna say dummy, but with the mannequin. So let me tell you about my mock skills. I had, according to the teachers, I had the hardest packet there was. It was 3 water skills. I had, of course, hand washing. I had mouth care, peri care, foot care. I want to say peri care, mouth care, foot care, hand washing. Oh, and blood pressure. And blood pressure, I did perfect. Everything I did perfect, and what I needed to self-correct on, I self-corrected, and I passed. It's like, I did everything. I did the steps. It's just that I took too long. And it was like, you should be proud. Like, you had the hardest packet. To only go over by 2 minutes is not that big of a deal. And I'm like, if I would have did this shit at state, nigga, I would be paying $55 to retake the test. To retake the skills portion. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, motherfucker, yes it is. It is a huge deal. I mean, I understand I got 2 more chances to retake the mock skills, but that's not the point. And what had happened is, like, I did a skill, foot care. I forgot to put my gloves on, y'all. I forgot to put my gloves on. And I was like, I was halfway through the task, and then I looked down, and I was like, oh shit, damn, self-correction. I need to put gloves on. She was like, yeah, when would you put that? I was like, before I even touched her feet, before I even touched the water, I should have put gloves on. So I was like, at that point, I was like, fuck it. It's like my mind just was like, fuck it. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's like anxiety levels like super high. It's like, I was confident, y'all. I was confident. Got my blood pressure, no problem. Was a breeze, and everything's going good. And then the girl that was in the bed, the patient, it's like she started tripping out when I was watching her. Like, oh, you talking? Like, she started like, her foot was like real ticklish. She was trying not to kick me in the face, because like her toes, like, she became like she, whatever. But when she started doing it, it's like my mind wasn't focused on what I was doing. My mind was focused on her to make sure I wasn't hurting her. So it's like, then it's like, it just, my mind just like, fuck it, you done messed up now. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, and then from that point forward, it was already spiraling out of control. It's like, I did it, I was self-corrected, but I was standing around a lot like this. Like, what do I do now? Like, I wasn't thinking the whole time. I was like, you done messed up now. So it was not the fact, I wasn't crying because I failed. I was crying because I was that disappointed in myself. I was like, I can do this. When we was at clinicals, I was doing people by myself. Except for the lifting part, we couldn't lift by ourselves. But I was able to give somebody a bed bath by myself. I was able to feed somebody by myself. I was able to do what we was allowed to do by ourselves by myself. And to get to mock skills and to fuck up, I was like, I was beating myself up so bad. The teacher was like, you need to not beat yourself up about it. You did great to only go 2 minutes over. To only go 2 minutes over. You got the hardest packet. And she just kept going on and on and on. Like, they was giving me praise. They was encouraging me. Like, you got this. You can do it. She said, I'm not concerned about you going. I'm not concerned about going forward with you at all. It's just time. I was like, she was like, and it wasn't even no and just time. It was more of, you got the hardest packet. You did awesome. And I was hearing this, but I wasn't hearing, if that make any sense. It was like it was going in one ear and out the other. Like I didn't care. I was thinking about the fact that I gotta do it again tomorrow. And I was beating myself up about it. And I let my anxiety and stress get the best of me, and I don't know how to control it. Like, I legit was numb. Like, have you ever became numb? You was so numb, like, you just didn't care. You just want to go get in the bed and get in the ball and just cover your head up and just lay there and look at YouTube or some shit. I don't know. But I did not want to be there. I was like, fuck it. I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore, but I can't do that. I got 3 kids. I can't just say fuck it. But I did want to go home. I was numb. I just didn't want to be there anymore. I was that song by Little Nas X, the Old Town Roads. I'm gonna take my horses to the Old Town Road. Ain't gonna ride till I can't no more. It's like I'm sitting outside washing clothes and I can hear somebody singing. It was hilarious. Sorry, it's so off topic, but that's where I'm at right now. We're at mock skills. Turned in all my paperwork, had to turn in, and that is it. I have goals. Like, and what's crazy, once I get my certificate, I can't even start work right away. Like, the person that I get to keep my kids is like not reliable at all. And I don't want to get a job and go ahead and fuck up and miss a couple days and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I want to, get it all lined up to when I can start work. And, or somebody that can work on my hours, got it. Oh, and also, my youngest started pre-K. She was on the waiting list, and they got her in. The bad part is, she can't ride a school bus because there's no space on the bus. But the good thing is, she go 3 days out of the week, and she half love it, half don't. And, oh, whole another video. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it right after this one. It's going to be a whole another video. And I'm going to show all my supplies that I have for clinicals. My stethoscope, my blood pressure cuff, my pen, my notebook, and like everything. And I'm going to show you my little bag. I don't know if I showed y'all my bag or not. I don't know. But I will post it. So, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know what the button is at, but and subscribe. So, that is it. Hang around to the next video because I got something else to say. Oh, I'm gonna say it now, bruh. How about I got one prereq left before I can apply for the LPN program? Yes. And that is, I'm gonna take, well, a chemistry class, but I'm gonna take intro to chemistry because It's the easiest one. And then I'm going to take anatomy and physiology in the fall. So y'all, bruh, one class left. So pray for me, because like right now I'm in like a financial strain. So yes, pray for me that I get the money to pay for my chemistry class and the books. Like, your girl is struggling, trying to make ends meet with little odd jobs like cleaning houses, anything like that. Because I'm not just gonna have nobody hand me nothing. I got 3 kids and stay by myself, so it's like ain't nobody gonna hand me nothing. My mom, whole nother story. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. Click ding ding, my dude.